Hello, good morning students. It's another day. Today we are going to start on our new lesson, not very new. It's factors, prime, and multiples of numbers. So yesterday we were learning about odd and even numbers, and we say that an odd number is a number that cannot be divided by 2 completely. If you divide an odd number by 2, you'll have a remainder. An even number is a number that can be divided by 2 completely without a remainder. So today we want to look into factors, prime numbers, and multiples. Our lesson objective, we are learning to define and find factors, primes, and multiples of numbers. The skills required today is your multiplication skill. So for a starter, for us to start this lesson, using the numbers from the yellow box, this is my yellow box here, find pairs that multiply together to give the totals below. You can only use each number once. So like I have 24, 36, 8, and 30. From these numbers here, which two numbers, if you multiply, can give you 24? So take your notebook and try and find which two numbers, if you multiply, can give you 24. Pause the video and come back and show the working. This is a starter. Pause the video, find numbers that if you multiply together will get you 24, 36, 8, and 30. So I hope you've done your testing. So this is what we need to do. Find numbers to multiply to get 24, 36, 8, and 30. The numbers that you're supposed to use are 6, 8, 2, 5, 3, 4, 6, 6. And you're told you can only use a number once. So what do we do? So for 24, we are going to, for 24, I'm going to have 24, I will have 3 times 8. That one, if I want for 24. Good. So for 24, I'll have 3 times 24. Another one, I'll get 6 times 4. So those ones are for 24. If I want for 36, let me see. What will I do to get 36? I will do we have a number for 36 then? Okay. So let's try 8. For 8, I'll get 2 times 4. Then for 30, I will have 5 times 6. For 36, there's no two numbers from the list that I've given. There are no two numbers that I can multiply to give me 36 completely. So if you check your answer, you should get 3 times 8, 6 times 4, so that you can get 24. Then for 8, you get 2 times 4, and for 30, you get 5 times 6. So that is just a starter. What does that one tells you? What does that one tells you? Let's see. So from what we've done, the numbers that we've multiplied, if you check my board, the numbers that we've multiplied together to get a number, those numbers, we call them factors. So it means those numbers can divide the main number fully without any remainder. So that one will define a factor as a number which goes into another number without leaving a remainder. And from our example, we've seen that 3 times 8 is 24. So 3 can divide 24 fully without a remainder 8 times, and also 6 can divide 24 fully 4 times without a remainder. So my question is, how can we make 12? So we can make 12 by 1 times 12, 3 times 6, 3 times 4. All these will give us 12. So we'll say the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 itself. The numbers that you multiply to get a number are what you call the factors. So it's your turn now. What are the factors of 8? What are the factors of 30? What are the factors of 24? What are the factors of 18? What are the factors of 53? What are the factors of 13? What are the factors of 27? And what are the factors of 41? I'll take for example and do 53 and 18 so that we can see the difference because we are moving to the next level. Let's see. So we want to look at what are the factors of 18. So if you want to look at the factors of, find the factors of 18, you make sure you look for every number that if you multiply together will give you 18. Let's see. 1 times 18 will give me 18. 2 times 9 will give me 18. 3 times 6 will give me 18. Do you think 4 can divide 18? 4 times dash equals 18. So because 4 cannot divide 18, so we are not going to take 4, so we cancel this part. So it means 4 is not a factor of 18. Then we can list factors of 18 as 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18 itself. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. These are the factors of 18. I will skip 53 for a minute, then let's jump to 30. Which numbers, if you multiply together, will give you 30? Let's start. 1 times 30 will give me 30. That means 30 divided by 1 will give me 30. 30 divided by 2 will give me 15. That means 2 times 15 equals 30. 3 times 10 will give me 30. Do you think 4 can divide 30? No. So 4 cannot divide, but another number, 5 times 6 will give me 30. 7, no. 8, no. 9, no. 10, yes, it's here. 11, no. 12, no. 13, no. 14, no. And then we have 15, which is here. So if you start repeating numbers, then you stop. If you realize, you find yourself that you're repeating, like you want to say 15 times 2, then you stop because it's already here. So these are the factors. So how do I list the factors of 30? Everything that I multiply. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15, and 30. These are the multiples of, these are the factors of 30. Factors of 30. Factors of 30. And these here are going to be the factors of 18. Factors of 18. But I have another special number. This special number is number 53. Do you have a number that can divide 53 completely? 53 is here. So this number is 1 times 53. Can you check? Is there any number that can divide 53? Or two numbers that if you multiply together will give you 15? I don't think so. Yes, I don't think so. So if a number has 1 and itself as the only factors, then this number has a special name. When a number has 1 and itself as the only factors, then that number has a special name. That number will be called a prime number. That number will be called a prime number. So 53 becomes a prime number. 53 is called a prime number because it only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. Can someone now tell me from what I've explained the meaning of prime numbers? So as I've explained, a number that has only two factors, which is 1 and itself, that number is called a prime number. So from the exercise that you've done, you've realized 13, 41, and 53 are 3 prime numbers. And what is the meaning of prime number? A prime number is a number that has exactly 2 factors. Now another one. Which of these numbers are prime numbers? Which of these numbers are prime numbers? Pause the video and find out. We have 3, we have 12, 27, 7, 36, 18, 11, 19, and 9. Pause the video and work out if you can find the numbers that are prime numbers here. First check, do as we have done with 53 so that you may see everything. Our next is called multiples. Our next is called multiples. Multiples are nice and easy. They are numbers that appear in a multiplication table of any given number. For example, 3, 12, 27, 40, 36, 18, 21, 16, and 9 are multiples of numbers. So can I take you through how you can get multiples of a number? So let's find out how multiples of numbers work. Good. So we are here to look at multiples of a number. For example, I'll take number 3. So we want to look at multiples of 3. Multiples of 3. So I'll do multiples of 3. Of 3. So how do you find multiples of 3? So get your 3 and use it to multiply. Every number you multiply with 3 will give you multiple. For example, 1 times 3 equals 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. So 2 times 3, 4. 3 times 3, 4 times 3. 5 times 3, 6 times 3. So I've listed numbers that are multiplied with 3. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 3 is 18. So the list is endless. You can never get all the multiples of a number. They are endless. So the numbers that are written in red, these answers are what we call multiples. Multiples of 3. Multiples of 3. These are numbers that 3 can divide completely. 3 can divide completely. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18 are multiples of 3. Let's look at multiples of 5. So we'll have 5. We'll have 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4, 5 times 5, and the list is endless. The list is endless. So what I'll have 5 times 1 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and the list is endless. So when you count in 5 5s, when you count in 5 5s, and I say